Okay, so we are now at the quarter 2, week 7 of our lesson, and the topic is all about operations on radicals. So the four basic operations in mathematics are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we are done with the product law, the quotient law, so medyo may background na tayo doon. But then sa addition and subtraction, so wala pa tayo masyadong background. So let's start. Okay, so before we proceed with the addition and subtraction of radicals, so let's discuss about the similar and dissimilar radicals. So there are four examples here. 1, 2, and another 1, 2. So, let's find if it is a similar or dissimilar radicals. But first, what is a similar radicals? Similar radicals are radicals containing the same radicands and indices. That means, kailangan, para matawag natin siya na similar, kailangan parehas ang index at ang radicands. So, therefore, for example, number 1, ito, 2 square root of 3 and negative 5 square root of 3, can we consider them as similar or dissimilar? We can consider them as similar. Okay? So, this one is similar. Bakit naging similar? We can say that number 1 is similar because the index, paano ba natin malalaman yung index tsaka radicand? For example, we have here square root of 2. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dito sa loob or yung laman ng radical sign is radicand. And dito namang nasa labas is the index. So, para malaman natin if similar sila or hindi, kailangan similar or parehas ng index at ng radicand. So, on our given example number 1, 2 square root of 3 and negative 5 square root of 3, parehas sila ng index, which is 2. Parehas din sila ng radicand, which is 3. Okay, so therefore, number 1 example is a similar. How about number 2 example? 5x to the square root of 2y and 3y to the square root of 2y. Similar din kaya sila? Yes, similar din sila. Kasi parehas sila ng index, parehas din sila ng radicand. How about dissimilar? When we say dissimilar radicals, they are the radicals having different radicands and indices. No? So, magkaiba sila ng index or ng radicand. Ibig sabihin, parehas man sila ng index, pero magkaiba sila ng radicand, dissimilar pa rin sila. Okay? For example, in number 1, square root of 2 and square root of 6. They are both having the same indices as 2. Pero yung radicand nila, hindi, which is 2 and 6. So, magkaiba. And we cannot do anything about this kasi naka-simplified form na sila. Ito na yung pinakamababang form na pwede natin makuha dito. So, therefore, number 1 example here is dissimilar. Okay? Dissimilar radicals. How about number 2? Cube root of 7x and square root of 7x. Parehas naman sila ngayon ng radicand, pero magkaiba sila ng index. Therefore, hindi pa rin sila similar. Dissimilar sila dahil magkaiba sila ng index. Okay? Kahit magkapares pa sila ng radicand, kung magkaiba naman sila ng index, dissimilar pa rin sila. Okay? Okay, so let's have an example. Example number 1, simplify natin to. No? So letter A, simplify natin. 3 square root of 2 minus 5 square root of 2. Una mong gagawin is to identify if it is a similar or not. So, therefore, number 1 is similar. Bakit? Parehas kasi sila ng index, which is 2, at ng radicand, which is 2 also. So, therefore, similar sila. So, simplify na natin. Kapag similar sila, pwede na natin silang i-add or subtract. And for that, dahil parehas naman sila na square root of 2, isa na lang yung gagamitin mo. And, ano yung mangyayari? I-add or isusubtract mo naman yung value nila, which is 3 minus 5. So, nanggaling yung 3 minus 5. 3 is the given here, and negative 5 is the given value. So, ang susundin mo is yung negative. Diba? Next, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Since negative 5 is higher than positive 3. Okay? And copy mo na lang yung radical, which is the square root of 2. And that is the final answer. Next, and another example is 2 square root of a plus square root of a plus 3 square root of a. So, since all of the radicals here are square root of a, kokopyahin na lang natin siya. No? So, dahil nalaman naman natin that the given is a similar. Of course, similar yan. Para-para sila ng indices, and ng radicands. So, therefore, add natin sila 2 plus 1 plus 3. Baguhin natin yung sign kasi mali pala yung sign na nakopya ko. This one is minus and this one is minus also. So again, 2 minus 1 plus 3. 2 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 3, that is 4. Kopyahin na lang natin yung radical na nakatira, which is a. So the answer is 4 square root of a. Okay, another example. Example number 2 is to add or subtract. So for letter A, we have here the example. Square root of 12a cubed minus 3 square root of 300a cubed. Since the given indices are the same, but the given radicands are not the same, they are dissimilar. This example is a dissimilar radicals. So, anong gagawin natin para makakuha tayo ng similar radicals? First, kailangan nating hanapin yung factor ng given na may perfect square. That is 4 times 3. Bakit 4 and 3? Kasi 4 times 3 is 12. And 4 is a perfect square number. Next is yung variable. So again, dahil 2 nga yung given natin, kukuha tayo dito ng dalawa. So that would be a squared. And ilan yung natira? Kung kumuha ka ng dalawa sa tatlo, isa na lang. So yun yung isasama mo sa another factor. So ganun din dito sa given natin. Yung 300, i-factor out din natin siya na may perfect square. So that is 100 times 3. Same thing with a cube kanina. Kuha tayo ng dalawa. May isa pang natira. Okay? Next. So 4a squared times 3a. Labas natin tong dalawa. It will become 2a to the square root of 3a. Dahil natanggal na nga to, ito na lang yung natira. Okay? Minus 100, or the square root of 100 is 10a. Okay, since a squared, yung a squared, bakit nawala yung a, yung 2? Kasi dinivide natin. 2 divided by 2, the answer is 1. Then, square root of 3a. So, ito yung natira. So, now, we now have 2a to the square root of 3a minus 10a to the square root of 3a. Next, parehas na sila. We sum it up as similar radicals now. So, kung similar na sila, pwede na natin pag-minus itong dalawa. Okay? So, 2 minus 8 is negative at 2 minus 10 is negative 8a to the square root of 3a. Since parehas na lang naman sila. Okay? So, the final answer is negative 8a to the square root of 3a. Okay, so another example is letter B. Square root of 8 plus square root of 18 minus square root of 32. So, since hindi nga sila pare-pares ng radicand, therefore, they are dissimilar. This example is a dissimilar radicals. Therefore, hanapin natin ulit yung factor ng 8 na kapag pinag-multiply, may perfect square. That is 4 and 2. Another one, 18, that is 9 and 2. How about 32? That is 16 times 2. Okay? So, yan yung magiging factor natin. So, ilabas natin yung pwedeng ilabas. Square root ng 4, 2. Natira sa loob ay 2. plus square root ng 3, 3, natira sa loob ay 2, minus square root ng 16 ay 4, natira sa loob ay 2. O ngayon, pare-parehas na sila ng radicals. So therefore, simplify na natin sila. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. Ang natira na lang, square root of 2. Since we have here the invisible number as 1. So we don't need to write yung 1 pa. So square root of 2 is the final answer.